This is the long trail. I'm out here at day glow.
Yeah.
And it's late in the day. We're gonna do a little night hiking and hopefully get to that first shelter. Just got really steep, a lot of rocks to climb up. But looks like the rain's going away and finally got a view. Trying to sign the register, but
no pen.
No pen. So we're gonna camp out here. Oh, we found a pen. Cool. We're gonna camp out here and then head out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that thing's got wide angle.
So we're at our first major road crossing, but coming down those rocks is pretty brutal. I had forgotten about it, but Dayglow remembered just a bunch of steps the whole way down and pretty steep. It's kind of cold last night, but I think we both stayed warm. It's down into the 20s. The next couple days it's gonna warm up some, so but good hiking, big miles. It's time to start walking again. Gonna stop here and grab some water. The next water source I think is 6 or 8 miles up, so gonna grab a couple liters and hike on. We're about 7 miles in, I think. It's before noon. We're headed to, I believe it's called Glastenbury Mountain. There's a lookout with a tower up there. So we're gonna have lunch up there, then take an hour break, and then keep hiking on. Coming up to Kid Gore shelter. Done about 11 and a half so far today. It's tough hiking from the get-go, you know, but trying to figure out our resupply strategy. You know, the idea is to go into Manchester Center. It's like the biggest town around here. Stayed at the Story Spring shelter, I think, last night. Dayglow was up there. I was down here. We ended up doing about 17 and a half, and emotionally for me it was highs and lows. Felt good and felt bad, but my feet are hurting pretty bad right now, and so we're about 21 from Manchester Center. And unless a spark flies up our ass, I don't think we're going to make it there. We probably shouldn't anyways, just because it's early and we don't want to hurt ourselves. So there's a shelter at 15, there's a shelter at 18, I think, and then there's the town, so we'll stop at one of those. Another beautiful morning hiking in the woods of Vermont. Coming up to Stratton Mountain here. This will be our biggest climb so far. I love being this high up and all the trees just totally change. All the hardwoods are pretty much gone. And it smells like Christmas everywhere from all these evergreens. Been jamming out to System of a Down, and I just took off. Just ran up that mountain. So this is Stratton Mountain. The story here is that it's a pretty important mountain for long distance hiking. A guy in 1909 named James Taylor conceived the idea of a long trail going from Massachusetts to Canadian border, which is what we're hiking now. But then also a few years later, Benton Mackay in 1921, I guess he wanted to one-up James Taylor, decided that, or thought of the idea of having a much longer trail extending from Georgia to Maine, which is now the Appalachian Trail. So this is a pretty important little spot. It's gorgeous up here. We've got some high clouds, but you can see pretty much in all directions. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Where we at?
Stratton Pond.
All right.
Eating some pita bread.
How'd the weatherman do as far as his forecast?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
15% chance. We got it.
We got the 15. I'm soaking my feet. This ankle's been screaming at me. This water's freezing, but it feels good. Oh, there's a dead fish over there. He's harmless at this point. Every now and then I just gotta stop and look up. It's beautiful out here. It really is. Finishing up the day, another couple miles. We kind of decided that we're going to stop at the shelter before town and then get in and out real quick tomorrow morning.
Chicken flavored pasta salad.
Right.
With way too much water.
Tonight we have cheesy tuna mashed potato burritos. That's where it's at. That's what happens on the last day before town and you don't have much food left.
Yep. That's definitely. Oh, I don't know.
Alright. We just woke up. Where is this?
I don't know.
Spruce something?
Spruce Peak.
Spruce Peak. Spruce Peak Shelter. And we thought it was going to be awesome. We were all excited about going to town and waking up early and all this shit and saving all this money on a hotel. I only got like an hour of sleep last night. We had a little mouse terrorizing us. We're headed to Manchester Center. And we're gonna get some food, and we're gonna hopefully do some laundry, and then go to the grocery store, and then probably eat some more food, and then hike a little bit tonight. It's time to go get breakfast. Got a ride.
Yeah.
That was really cool. We got picked up by a lady and she had two young kids, like a 7-year-old daughter and maybe a 4-year-old boy. And she's like, yeah, her and her husband pick up hikers all the time. So it's strange the people who will actually stop, whereas the single guy with a pickup truck won't stop to let you in the back. I had an Eggs Benedict and it's gone. Back at it. About to hike up Bromley Mountain. Chilling in the shelter. Feels great to be here. We got a shelter puppy last night. This is the start of day 5. We're gonna go down some mountains and then up some mountains. These boards are super slippery. I've almost eaten it twice now. Oh, another pond. See? Did you see that? Hello, sir.
Hi.
What you eating on?
Cereal?
What you eating now, Dayglow?
Crackers. Keeblers.
When was the last time you ate?
Last time I ate?
Yeah.
About an hour ago.
Oh.
No. About 20 minutes ago. Little snake. A gardener snake. Yeah.
Might just jump in. It's Fritos and tuna salad. It's pretty damn good. Awesome pond, awesome shelter, but we must move on. Had a great day today, feeling fantastic. The weather's been perfect, probably close to 70. Been able to deal with the pain and with my ankles quite a bit better, just with some ibuprofen and such. And then the other key has been keeping my calories up and trying to eat as much as possible. And I mean, it's amazing how much that really affects my mood and hiking ability and everything. So we've been we've gotten some miles down today, but we've been kind of poking along, taking a lot of breaks, so it's been nice too. Stopped at the lost pond. I think one of the ponds, and actually jumped in or kind of fell into the water. It was really shallow, but very rocky on the bottom. So that was nice. It's been my first time really rinsing off since we started this trip. But we're gonna tent tonight, just hiking down. This is day 6. We're heading towards Killington. Coming out of 103, this is an ass kicker. It's town day. Had a great night last night. Had a fire going and everything, and now it is time to hike up and over Mount Killington. Coming up the south side of Killington really isn't that bad. Just kind of a long hike, but never really steep. The other thing I've got going for me is going into town in a couple hours, so I really don't have any food. My pack is super light. Just walking in the rain, trying to get to the long trail in. Just got back on trail. We got a motel at Killington. It's pretty nice. They had a hot tub there and the beds were comfy. Went to the grocery store and went to an outfitter and got some stuff too. And about to start walking again. Weather's great right now. A little breezy and about 60 degrees. We come to the fork in the road. This is where the AT and the long trail split off. We're walking on to the next shelter, about 7 miles away. It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna drizzle.
It's gonna pour. It started raining. Only about 3 hours more of this to the shelter. I think we got about 4 miles to go.
We're just gonna check out the view real quick. Pretty awesome. Yep. Ready to go. Coming down to the shelter now. Should be another, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes maybe. All I want to do is get dry, get warm, and start eating. It says 58 degrees. Made it to the shelter. I'm gonna dry out and warm up and eat some food. Probably sleep for 10 or 12 hours too.
Stayed in the shelter last night. I don't remember the name of it, but we stayed dry at least. It did rain quite a bit.
This song has been in my life for a long time. I love this song.
Positive vibes only, man. All right. I already feel warm.
The weatherman says you are going to die. You might get frostbite. Don't worry. Be happy. Just came out of Brandon Gap. That's exactly what I needed. Had a little caffeine in me. Had some good tunes going. And a good climb. And I'm ready to go. All right, made it to the shelter. This is the Sucker Brook shelter. I guess they built it in 1963. This is our home for the night.
So, a while ago, Dagla was like, "Is it still raining?" I'm like, "I don't know. It was earlier. We just thought it stopped raining." Well, we looked out, and it did stop raining. And it started snowing. I think that's more than a couple inches.
Like a couple inches on the tree branches.
Yeah, on the tree branches.
Those are tiny little tree branches.
They hold so much.
The shoes are frozen.
See the shoelaces there? Yeah. They are defying gravity. God, I hate having to poop right first thing in the morning. Especially when there's snow everywhere. It's a two-sided privy with no roof. All right. One.
Two.
Bang them on the roof here. Get the snow off them. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So we got a good amount of snow last night. We took a side trail down. We're skipping a little section there. So we're taking the side trail down to a parking lot into a forest road. And then we have another, I think 3 or 4 miles to walk on the road to hopefully hitch to town. I haven't seen blue skies in 3 days. Thank you. Have a good one. Hanging out in Middlebury. Just had an awesome burger at the Two Brothers Tavern. Neither one of us want to call it quits, but I think we both want to quit. We just don't want to be quitters.